All right, everybody, welcome to another Saturday challenge with Disgruntled Elk. We're gonna run a pretty stock list. The only things I've really changed are that I have 22 lands. I might switch out one of these, like this Plains, for another Inkmoth Nexus. We will see. But otherwise, we got 4 Thoughtseize, 1 Needle, 2 Durantha, 2 Hushbringer, 2 Sanctifier, 1 Mandrake. Sorry for the mirror, because I think that card's pretty good in the mirror, obviously. Only 3 Bobs. 4 felt like a bit much, but I've liked 3 a lot. And so, yeah, I'll probably go ahead and swap that out now. Yep, so looking at our source count, take out these colorless sources. This looks like we've still got 10 black sources and 14 white sources, which should be plenty. Plus we have the 4 Inkmoth. I found Inkmoth to be obviously a very polarizing card, but some matchups you just need like the turn 3 Inkmoth kill. But yeah, so that's where we're at. We're gonna go ahead and hop into this challenge. Awesome, and with about 15 minutes to go, we have already hit the player mark. So I will see y'all back for round 1. All right, and here we are. Yes, I would like to play first. Rice Tackler, don't know the name. Reveal the kitty. I think my brain is still in, what's it called? Like paper tournaments where start at 10 actually means like start at 10:30 or 11 or whatever. Let me adjust something. All right. This hand sucks. They're also this hand's pretty good. 2 lands, Drum, Thopter, Bob. It's a question of, are we keeping Sentinel or Bob? And I think we're keeping the Bob, because like if they don't have a removal spell for the Bob, it's great. Yeah, I will lead. I think we lead with Inkmoth. Yeah, on the Sentinel here. All right, pretty good start. And they did reveal Lurrus, right? Yeah. Okay, Bobble. Okay, so it's probably the... Okay, well. Womp womp. So it didn't really matter, because I think we're playing out the aid regardless. Okay. Here I think we're just going to put the Lurrus in our hand. And now next turn... We'll see what happens. See if they have another discard spell. Because I don't think there's a world where I'm playing the Sentinel instead of the Sigarda's Aid, really. So on turn 1, it doesn't really matter which one we had kept, like between Bob and that. Okay, so it's just the red-black Ragavan deck. Okay, Dothy Voidwalker, sure. No attacks. Like, I obviously want to play the Lurrus, but playing the Esper Sentinel is pretty good too. So we can play out Sentinel plus second aid. I just don't want to play out the Lurrus without being able to play something off of it. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Yeah, so we just need to find a hammer, a saga, Stoneforge. Any of the hammers are good picks, because now we get 2 triggers on the Sigarda's Aid. So if we find a hammer, unless they have like multiple removal spells, we're going to be able to equip one of our creatures with it. The Sentinel is pretty good here because it taxes them, obviously. So I'm hoping to hit a land here, but even if we don't, I might play out the Lurrus. I don't know. It's close. Hopefully we just hit like a hammer and can call it a day. Pop this out so I remember that they have a Lurrus as well. Opponent is in a tough spot. because they've got to respect the hammer, of course, but, you know, we'll see. Sanctifier and Vec out of the board seems real good. What else? What else seems good? Don't think we want the Thoughtseize, but Sanctifier seems real good. Prismatic Ending's probably good enough. And maybe the Needle, but probably just those 4. Trim, they're probably Ragavan decks, so probably trim the Ornithopters. Okay. That was a long time to do nothing. Yep, attack for 3. Okay. Okay. It's not super exciting, but honestly we could crack this. I don't think that's right. Let's get in there. I could also do like nothing this turn, like crack, draw a card. It's close, I think. Like, opponent definitely has things. Give they K command. Okay. Okay, so we can play out Memnite, play Lurrus. Seems kind of poopy. Problem is I don't want to lose like my second colored source either. If they do K command, then we get to draw a card anyway. I think we just play this Memnite out and pass the turn. Because if they K command, we'll draw a card, so we can just discard whatever that is, or we can crack the Silent Clearing, draw a card, terminate. Sure. Yeah, okay. 3 mana to kill my 1/1. I am fine with that. Yeah, so playing Lurrus wouldn't have done anything. Pretty happy to wait. Same thing, of course. I can still crack the clearing here if they K command to make me discard. I probably will bring in the Needle because they likely have EE post board. And you just name EE and then they can basically never kill the Needle or never kill a Sanctifier. Sure. Dragon Range Channeler, you got it. They can crack their Dothy Voidwalker and play this Esper Sentinel if they really want to. Doesn't seem ideal, but it is a thing that they can do. Obviously, Urza's Saga is the best draw here because it's always the best draw pretty much. K command. Target player discards a card and destroy target artifact. So I do think this is worth it here because I don't really want to lose the Lurrus if I can help it. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, okay. They might just play the Lurrus here so they can play the Bauble. I don't hate that on their end. There is an argument to not sacrificing. Yeah, because they targeted the Springleaf, I don't think I was supposed to sack because now I don't have any colored sources. Yeah. So they're going to play the Lurrus now. And we're probably just going to die. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this was really bad sequencing on my part. I was just supposed to not crack that clearing there. Okay. White source? No. I think I'll just concede here. Cool. All right. Game 2. Like I said, I like the Sanctifier for sure. I like the ending. I think I like Needle. I don't really like Ornithopter. And what else can we trim? I think we want to keep all the grindy cards, so we're keeping all the Bobs and that. I think we can probably trim Adram. I think that's pretty reasonable since it is a really grindy matchup, and we do have the 20-second land. Yeah, this seems fine. If they were the Jund deck, obviously I'm probably keeping the Ornithopters over the Memnites because of Wrenn and 6, but it's close. Of course, there is a consideration to keep the Drum because we do need like double white, but I think it's probably okay. When we drew our third 0 drop of the game, that's when I decided to pack it in. Draenith Magistrate's tempting because it shuts off the Dothy Voidwalker's ability and it shuts off their Lurrus. But I think that's overboarding. I've been trying to minimize how many times I'm overboarding, which is actually why I have the sideboard configured the way I do now, to where you have like fewer cards for specific matchups, but you have Thoughtseize because you can just usually bring it in most matchups. Obviously not the grindy mid-range one, but all right. And opponent's probably like double queuing would be my guess. Yes, I will be on the play. Yes, I will reveal my Nightmare Kitty. I mean, yeah, this hand's a very easy keep. Play the Aid, and we have a Hammer and a Saga. Like, this hand's absolutely nuts. You can play Stoneforge on 2, probably play the Saga. Yeah, this is much better. This hand's excellent, because Black-Red is not known for its ability to remove enchantments once they're in play. Of course, they can play Feed the Swarm, but we can also rebuy it with Lurrus if they play it early. Pop the companions right there. Oh, this is going to annoy me. Okay, so they're just resolving their mulligans. And of course, we're leading with the Aid because it doesn't matter when we get Nile Spellbomb into play. It's the unique piece because the Stoneforge is a redundant hammer. So much so that with Stoneforge, I might get like Shadow Spear or something along those lines, but I'll probably just get another hammer. Last game, we also mold I think just 6 against the Thoughtseize deck, so it's not really where you want to be either. They kept. Yeah, probably Saga Stoneforge. And they could have Alpine Moon, and if they do, then they do. It's fine. Okay. Bobble targeting me, so they'll know whatever card is on top. So they must have something they want to do on 1. Otherwise, they probably bobble themselves to see if they want that card on top. So we're probably getting Thoughtseized here. Our opponent's being nice and putting themselves to 15. Sure, Inquisition, what you want. This is actually great for us because the Douthy's not in play. It means that the Lurrus can rebuy whatever they take here later in the game if we need to. And I will play whatever card they don't take. Well, I'm not going to play the Hammer, obviously. So they're probably supposed to take Stoneforge here. It's either Stoneforge or Spellbomb, because next turn I'm going to play Saga, and the turn after make a Construct, and then make a Construct, and then we get a free Hammer off the Aid. If they don't take the Stoneforge, then we get to use our mana really efficiently next turn. Yep. Makes sense to me. And another Bobble. That's a good one. That's a really good one. So good to the point where I think I'm actually just going to do it now. All right, now they have to pay 11 if they ever want to not have me draw a card, and they have to have exactly like that Fatal Push or Terminate, obviously. But all right. Yeah. So they knew about the I feel like they were supposed to take the Hammer. I feel like they probably have Terminate here, but that's fine. I'm gonna draw a card off of it. I got to use all my mana, and now I get to start making constructs, unless they have like Fatal Push plus Alpine Moon, but then I'm still drawing a card, so I don't feel too bad about that. Opponent is down to 12 minutes, 13 minutes. I hope they're double queuing anyway. Bobble, would you like to pay 11? No, they do not. I'll take that one. I'll probably play the Plains here, unless we draw a Black Source, because our plan for the next 2 turns is literally just make a construct. Yeah, Terminate, sure. Ooh, okay. Yep, let's make a construct. Croxa, sure. I'll discard a Plains. Alpine Moon, alright, make a construct. We don't get to make a Hammer, unfortunately. I still think we probably need to just blow the Spell Bomb here. But we do get to attack for 3. I don't think there's a reason to wait. Nah, okay. It's honestly not too bad. We can just put Lurrus into our hand. Okay, they put Lurrus into their hand, which is less exciting. I think we do play the Courtyard here, because we're not doing anything with that mana anyway. And so we can play Lurrus plus probably Stoneforge next turn. We can play Lurrus plus any spell in our graveyard. Nile Spellbomb's tempting, obviously. Sentinel's good. Yep. Lurrus it is. What you got? Are you dashing a monkey? That'd be pretty good. No, not dashing a monkey. Okay, that's a pretty good one. Okay. I mean, if they want to trade their Lurrus, I'm pretty happy with that. So I think we attack with our construct since the shadow can't block, and I can't imagine they're trading their Lurrus here. Yeah, look at the hammer. We're up to 5 mana too. We're not like, it's not unthinkable that we'll get to equip this hammer. Or this hammer. This hammer will like definitely get to equip. And so we'll lead next turn with the Sentinel. It's first strike, right? Sure. So for red and tap. This costs 4 to activate. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they can creature attacks. Okay, it's just a 3/2 right now. Keywords. Yeah. They can gain 3. I find this acceptable. I think we lead with playing the Esper Sentinel out of the yard. Obviously, it depends on what they do here. So they probably have a discard spell, right? Otherwise, they would have attacked with the Dothy, would be my guess. Because I can't imagine because you're not blocking with the Dothy ever. That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. It does blow up the Alpine Moon, which is nice. So we kind of want to force that regardless, right? Yeah, sure. So are they going to replay the EE here or the Alpine Moon? Hopefully we just draw Sigarda's Aid and like really ruin their day. But the Saga's live again. Yeah, so if we get to play our Spell Bomb, we probably will for 1. Okay, sure. It's pretty sweet. Yeah. Play the Spell Bomb. Play the Sentinel. Yeah, play the Memnite. Play the Sentinel. Draw a card here. Okay, cool. 3, 7, 8. Okay, so we're gonna blow this for sure. Yeah. Okay, so it kills those 2. And opponent still takes 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yep, so now this turn we get to start making constructs again, which will be a minimum 3/3. Okay, sure. Lurrus down. I think Lurrus got the value it needs. We animating the den? Sure. Okay, so they gain 3, go to 9. They take 1, 2, 3, or we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We take 10, go to 6. They go to 9. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll be a 6, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think there's a reason to block. I think we just take it. So we can do this as well. Let's name Dothy. We could also name Den of the Bugbear, right? What's exiled currently? They do have a lot of good things. Nah, it would take more than 1. So I think we name Den of the Bugbear. Yeah, that's fine. It would turn it into 1. We'll keep 1 construct back for sure because it can't attack anyway. The question is, do we want to play the Colossus Hammer? This has... So we're going to make that a 4/4, 4, 5, 6, 6 damage. I think we probably do play it just to maximize. Yeah, because we are out 2 Sigarda's Aids. Yeah, that's fine. 4, so that's 5, 6 damage. I think that's fine. I guess I should have left the Stoneforge back in case they rip like EE. But I think if they rip EE, we're dead anyway, so I'm not super concerned. Obviously, there are multiple draws that kill us here, but this is what it is. Okay. And we would get a Shadow Spear here. Okay, can't block, so I won't. Okay, I was like, Crocs or Lightning Bolt does it. Okay, well, I think that makes things much simpler. Okay, so we can't kill the Lurrus, but we can kill the Goblin token. So kill the Goblin token, still gain 3, because we're going to attack with, I think, everything. And I don't think we need to make another construct in that case, right? So these will be 6/6s, one will be a 7/7. So they will be able to block 3, 4, 5 effectively, puts them at 8. And then the trampling, so if they block a non-trampling one, right? So they block here, that's a 6/6. They gain 3, go to 6. I don't think they can win if we kill the Goblin token. So we're just going to float. Get the Shadow Spear. Yeah, I mean, we might as well, right? This should do it. So we can't block here anyway. They can't animate the den. Yeah, whatever. Maths for blockers. that was a close game. But all right. Here we go, game 3. I'm still like pretty happy with this configuration. I think the match is a little too grindy for the extra drums, but the Memnite kind of sucks too. So maybe we play the extra drum there, because the Memnites do suck pretty hard. All right. And opponent's down to 6 minutes, so might do that too. Yeah, I mean, okay. Snap. So we're probably just going to play out this hammer. Oh. Now I think we play... That's tough. So, we're definitely playing the Plains. Playing both Memnites. And then, what 1-mana spell do we play? We can play Hammer, but if they take the Pure Steel, then doesn't do anything. We can play the Sigardizade. We probably play the Sigardizade, because then if they Thoughtseize, they either take Hammer or Pure Steel. We're playing out both Memnites because they can attack. They can also block a Ragged Man, if that is my opponent's chosen line. And of course, I don't really want to play this Pure Steel out until we have a 3rd mana up, but we'll see if we draw a 3rd mana. Anytime I have a keepable 7, it's like functional and it does things against a discard deck, I'm not really wanting to throw that back, because going to 6 and 5 is so much worse when they're on Thoughtseize Inquisition. EE for 0? What a jerk. Fine. Okay. We're just popping now? Popping now seems a bit ambitious. I was like, I'll block. I'll do it. Don't test me. Okay, I'll take that one. Honestly, that one's really good. All right. I'll get my free points in. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Land, please. Land, please. That's not great. Okay, command. Could put Lurrus in their hand. I feel like you're definitely killing the Bob if you can, but Inquisition. Yeah, I mean, that sucks for me, but if they're not killing Bob, then I'm pretty happy. So they milled the Mire. Inquisition of Kozilek. What are you going to take, opponent? Hammer. Okay. EE for 2. Okay, so Bob gets to draw a card. Woo. Give me a hammer. No, I will take the 1 point. Okay. Honestly, I don't hate this. Just draw my free card off of the Shadow Spear. Or we can equip and attack. If we equip attack, we get to deal 3. Drawing an extra card. I like drawing cards. And this forces them to blow. Yeah. Okay. Like, gaining 3 life is not irrelevant here. Okay. I don't hate just Sanctifier and Vec. Equip, honestly. Is there... I guess Kozilek's Return is the only thing. Yeah. Since I don't think they can really beat this. No, I like the Stoneforge. Yeah, because this lets us pressure a kill with either the Inkmoth or the Sanctifier, neither of which the Dragon Rage can currently block, and they've already used 2 EEs, 1 on 0 for the Mites. And if they do nothing, we can just put Lurrus into our hand and throw the hammer onto the Sanctifier for the game. I feel like that means they're dead, right? Okay, put the hammer on. Can you block? Alright. Well, let's put the hammer in, right? Like, if you hear noises in the background, I think that's my partner. She is playing with our doggo, who is the best boy. I'm sorry for all other dog owners, but our dog is the best boy. I think that should do it, right? Unless they have, like, exactly a braid. Yeah, okay. Sweet. All right, we got game one, or match one, despite our missequencing in game one. All right, we are going to be back for round 2. I'll see you then. All right. Looks like we are back for round 2 as soon as it loads up. I wonder who we're playing against. We do have 116 players, which is like, I think 12 shy of 8 rounds. So definitely need a good record. But we're off to a good start. All right, reveal Lurrus, ACP Kusta. Don't know them. This is a totally reasonable hand, though. We have turn 1. I think we lead with turn 1 Sigarda's Aid, because we don't want that seized if they are a hammer, or the black's side of Lurrus rather than the hammer side. Sigarda's Aid. Plus, if we do draw a 0-drop, then we can still drum plus Saga plus either Stoneforge or Bob here. Okay. They also, they kept 6. Okay, so that's good. Okay, mirror match would be my estimation. So since they're the mirror match, I'm tempted to play the drum. Yeah, because now we can double spell next turn with Stoneforge plus Sigarda's Aid. Do we want them to draw a card? My estimation is we don't want them to draw a card, but do we have a choice? And I feel like no is the answer. Okay, and we'll just get a hammer here. You can always get a Shadow Spear with the other one. Yep. I don't hate going Stoneforge here off of Saga, grabbing a Shadow Spear and then throwing both on this Stoneforge. Drum, okay. Wish I had enough Sentinel. Okay, well that changes things a little bit, I think. I don't think we're making a construct here. I think we're going to try to kill them. Yeah, all right. I feel like I do pay here. I have to have a very specific sequence of cards here for me to die. So make a construct, I would presume. Lurrus decks OP. That's the takeaway today. All Lurrus all the time. Okay, making another construct looks like. So we're definitely not dying this turn. Okay. So we're just going to get another hammer here, right? Put it on the other Stoneforge. I mean, if they just pass, then I'm probably just putting it on the big Stoneforge. Sure. So they're dead. Right? So okay. Yeah, take 6. They definitely needed to block. They know about the Shadow Spear, right? Is there a reason to float mana? I don't think there's a reason to make a construct anyway. Yep, another hammer. And it doesn't matter if they draw a card here, so nope. Yeah, so we attack for 22, they block, and we kill them. Okay. Yeah, they needed to hold back and block there because they're deterministically dead if they took that line. Okay. Not going to pretend like this isn't a simple matchup though, so these 8 for sure. Needle is such a weird card in the matchup, but it's quite good. I'm down to cut Mem Knights here. A Spell Bomb probably. I personally think Bob's like not great, but people say it is, so I'm willing to give it a shot. I think I'm okay trimming one Ornithopter, one Sentinel on the draw, and I think we can trim one Bob, right? Yeah, there we go. This is definitely a matchup where I'm happy to have 4 Ink Moths. All right. Needle's so awkward, and I love it. My only concern now is the artifact count for Metalcraft, but it is what it is. This, however, is unfortunately an incredibly easy mulligan. If we had literally any land instead of, I think, literally any of these cards, I would keep it, but especially like double hammer, no way to equip, easy mull. Yeah, this is a keep though. I think we can bottom the hammer. Yeah, because the Stoneforge can grab another one. All right. Start us off. We have one of the best cards in the matchup, and another really good card in the matchup, and another really good card in the matchup. So, yeah, and Sigardizade. All of which are kind of insane. All right, are we shock thought seizing? Probably. Drum. Are we thought seizing now? No. Okay. Well, I don't think I need to kill the drum yet. I think we can just play out this aid. Pass it back to the opponent. Let's see what they got. Silent clearing, okay. And so we'll probably play out the Stoneforge this turn, so that way we have something to throw this Monriki onto. Plus we can find a hammer for the aid. Like, pretty easy turn, unless something crazy happens. We'll see. Hopefully we hit a land, because I don't really want to play this Saga yet. Prismatic ending the aid. That makes sense to me. Okay, well. Okay, well that helps, honestly. Since they can't kill me from this spot, I'm fine. Yeah, we'll get the hammer. Pretty easy hammer here, I think. Did we board out a drum? No, we did not. Good. Yeah, so this turn, okay. Now we probably need to kill that. Of course, we can also blow them out by just like playing Sigardizade. Oh, okay. Well. Definitely not killing that now. And this just requires tap, right? Yeah. And I'll probably get a Springleaf Drum off of the Saga. So, aid. And I can't really attack, so I'll pass the turn. Opponent will not play around the Monriki, I can't imagine. Nor should they. Like, they absolutely should not play around the Monriki Goose, sorry. Especially since I left up no white mana. This is like, you just go for the kill here if you have it. Yep. Yep. Okay. Thanks, Sigardizade. This is gross. Destroy. Pow. Okay. Oh man. Let's put that one. Then that one. Are they? So they're just dead if they don't have Path to Exile, right? We just grab a hammer, throw a hammer. Yeah. Okay. So we're just gonna float a mana. Wild. Do you have Path to Exile? Bonk. Bonk, 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 bonk. Okay. There we go. See, that's why you play this deck. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Cool. All right, I'll see y'all in match 3. All right, and we are back for round 3, currently 2-0. Lost the die roll. Unfortunate, but that's fine. Against Pathius 84. I feel like I recognize the name, probably from results or something. Let's take a look. It looks like they play a lot of Cascade decks. Okay. Doesn't mean they're currently playing Cascade, but we'll see if they have a companion. They do not have a companion. Smells like a Cascade deck to me. We're on the draw. I don't think this is a keepable hand. This is better. And I think we bottom the clearing, probably. Yeah. We can play the Sentinel on 1 after the, no, we can't. Yeah, we'll play Sentinel on 1. I would not hate a drum. Okay, well, yeah. If we weren't sure they were on Crashing Footfalls before, we are now. I don't think there's a reason to play the Thopter, though. If it was a Memnite, I'd play it out, but considering it doesn't even attack, it's a kind of a different story. Okay, shock. Are we... Nope. Are we icing the land? Okay. Well, at least I get to draw a card. That's pretty sweet. That's not a bad one. I think I play out Saga Spellbomb. Let's attack for 1 first. I don't think there's a reason this turn. How many counters on it? 2 more counters? Okay. It's over here. So we're not hiding the stack anymore. I don't think there's a reason to attack. I think we just play out Thopter, and make a construct. And like the construct's a 5/5. Then I'll make a 6/6. And then I'll probably go get a Shadow Spear, turning them into both 7/7s. Okay, Cascade. We get to draw a card, which is pretty sweet. How many Furies did they reveal? 1, 2. They revealed 3 Furies, so the likelihood of them having one is pretty low. Bob's not a bad one. Right. I think we just take 8 here. I think that's fine. I'm not like happy about it, but we could grab a Drum and then cast a Dark Confidant too. That's not bad. Shadow Spear is just so good. Like, it's hard for me not to just go grab Shadow Spear when possible. And I think we just pass, weirdly. Maybe we're supposed to play Silent Clearing so we can draw a card off the Spellbomb, but I don't think that's true. Well, Interrupters just pumps, right? It doesn't, okay, yeah, it doesn't give haste or anything like that. That'd be way better. Prismari Command. Ah, what a jerk. Okay, well, at least we draw a card. Okay. Okay. So I think the next couple turns are going to look like grab Lurrus and then cast Lurrus, cast Shadow Spear, equip. And I don't think we can win if we just let this happen, so. Yeah, okay. That's fine. So we're going to take 4 and then trade with the other one. Could be worse. I think we're dead. Yeah, I am fine conceding there. Okay. I think things get better game 2 and 3 for us, because we have ways to actually interact with them. So we're definitely looking at Thoughtseize and the Drannith Magistrates. We're in those 6 for sure. Thoughtseize I like, obviously, because it can interact with the Cascade spells. That's not the best, but we can also grab like a Force of Vigor, and we can just plan our turns much better. So, question is always, what do we cut? I think we're going to be cutting some 0 drops for sure. But took some notes. So, what did past me think about what we should do here? So Thopters, Memnites, and a Spellbomb. Yeah, Spellbomb's probably fine to go. And the reason I kept the Spellbomb in the last match in my hand was because they could be on Living End, and that's relevant. Yeah, got a couple Thopters. I don't think I want to cut all these 0 drops. I think we can probably trim. And then we need to trim 2 more cards. I like the Sentinels. I like the Bobs too. I don't think we want to trim the Drum when we're bringing in more black cards. This is tough. Not trimming any of these. Maybe trim 1 Bob. Seems fine. 1 Memnite. Sure. This is fine. Everything's fine. Obviously, Drum's a little worse, but I think we just keep it as extra black sources. Okay. Reveal the Lurrus. I mean, I'm not throwing this hand back. Yeah, we just go Goblet Shrine tapped, and then play out the Magistrate probably off the Saga so we can start making constructs on 3. Yeah. Alright. What we got? If they have a fire for the Saga, that's not great, but it's also probably fine. Yeah, so that's what it looks like is happening here. Tap the Saga down. Hopefully we draw a 1 mana spell here. Okay. So yeah, now I will play the Concealed Courtyard and the Thopters out and the Aid. I was gonna say those resolved really fast for him to have force, or for them to have Force of Negation in their hand. Obviously, if they had tapped this, I could have played the Inkmoth Nexus to present another kill. And they can't Fury away all my cards. They can, unfortunately, Force of Vigor, but, you know, what you gonna do? Can't play around everything, so I'm not gonna try. And we get to make a construct. Okay, cool. So what are we Furying here? I assume the Draenith Magistrate. Okay. All 4 on the Draenith. Sure. Yeah. And I think I'd be hard-pressed not to just make a construct here, considering it'll be at least a 3/3. It'll be a 4/4 after. Yeah. So Shardless here, I would presume. Yep. So they're tapped out at least. That's kind of nice. So we're definitely getting Hammer. The question is, what are we equipping it to? I feel like it's actually the Ornithopter here. I don't hate playing this drum either. And I am definitely down to attack. I think I want to end this game as fast as I can. So we can block with a construct and then float, and then turn the Inkmoth into a creature if we need to. At least I can't hardcast Force of Vigor. I feel like it's very likely I want to put Lurrus in my hand next turn, because the following turn we will have 5 mana for sure, between these 4 lands and the Springleaf Drum to like play and rebuy Draenith Magistrate, which seems pretty good. I wish this deck could fit like one Hall of Heliod's Generosity. I'm not blocking, so yeah. Like, I don't think not blocking is any better, if that makes sense. And tell me in the comments if I'm missing something my opponent can do here. Prismari Command, Shatter, okay. Cool. Maybe they just didn't see that line. Okay, cool. All right, my turn. So we definitely want to put Lurrus into our hand, but I think we want to crack this first, honestly. Well, do we? Do we? I don't think we want to crack it, because being able to play Lurrus plus Draenith Magistrate is real good. So can we play Aid plus Animate and grab Lurrus? We can. I think we're attacking for 4 here. I don't think that changes the clock. The question is, do we play Sigarda's Aid? I don't hate it. I think we hold it because of Force of Vigor. Oh wow, yeah, they only had to reveal 1 card before hitting the Footfalls. That's fun. Here I will take 4 for sure if they attack. Okay, no attacks. Love to see it. I feel like we start with just an attack, right? I will animate. I think just with itself. Yeah, so animate. Now this is a 5/5. Do we have Outburst? Prismari Command. That's pretty gross. But it is what it is. And now my construct dies, which sucks, admittedly. Like, if they have Force of Vigor, they have Force of Vigor, and that's fine. Otherwise, I'm putting this on the Lurrus. Okay. Sure. What did they pitch? A Shardless Agent. Okay. I think we're actually in a really good spot, because now we can replay Draenith Magistrate, or actually, we need to play 1 more artifact. Yeah, so we need to hit an artifact off the top, ideally. All right. Yep. Yeah, these Footfalls have been like right on top. So the other consideration is Draenith Magistrate, Stoneforge. I think we need to get the hammer on this Lurrus and bash, right? Yeah, so we can play Stoneforge, play Sigarda's Aid from the yard. So we can play Sigarda's Aid from hand first, I guess, is where we start. Give me another hammer. Okay, and I think we just play this Thopter out of the yard. Guess we see if they block. They played around the known tricks. And here, of course, I'd rather block with a Stoneforge Mystic than the Ornithopter, because rebuying the Stoneforge Mystic with Lurrus actually generates some value. And if this connects, okay, cool. So we gained 13 life there, so they can hit us for 12, and that's fine. Still might block with the Stoneforge, but I think it's very likely that we're just going to play this Draenith out of the graveyard. Draenith Magistrate, what you got? Definitely not blocking with that guy. Yep, 2 lethal threats. Let's do the thing. So this loses pretty hard to Force of Vigor, but if we don't attack with Lurrus, then we don't lose to Force of Vigor. So we should have moved this here and attacked, right? I think they have to have a pretty specific sequence when it's doing it. And damage, don't do it. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. No. Gross. Okay, so they had it exactly. So I was not supposed to cast the Draenith is what the mistake was. Okay, that was really bad. Make them have it was a bit rough there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We still have 4 power. That's not enough. Everything. Okay. And I'll just take that damage here. Let's go ahead and sack. Paladin's not great. Oh, that was so bad, yeah. I even said the line and I still just didn't play around it. So we can attack with Pure Steel, put them to 7. It was really bad. I do think we attack with Pure Steel and probably Draenith here. And then we can block 6 power. That's not enough. It's just the Pure Steel. So we're not dead. Theoretically, we're not dead. We just threw our Lurrus away. That was really bad. Yeah, so we could have not played the Draenith pre-combat, attacked with both creatures, and then put the flashed in the hammer after they shatter it, right? Question, is there a reason to block like this? Absorbs 7, we go to 1. Is there a difference between 1? There's a big difference between 1 and 3, right? Yeah, but then we just lose our creature if they have that spell anyway. I think this is fine. That's not a hammer. Good game. And that was 2-0, right? Yeah, it was 2-0 then. Okay. I'll see y'all in round 3. Hopefully we can play it a little tighter. All right, we are back for round 4. God bless Wafatapo. He let us finish our round that we played in between. We did get to get our revenge on Rhinos. We 2-0'd Rhinos in a league, but we are back to the main event. Pi Gonti, doesn't really matter. We're going to reveal Lurrus. We're on the draw. This hand's not bad, honestly. Against Yorion, yeah, I mean, I'm keeping. And to go turn 1. Okay, well that helps. I think we're just gonna play out this Sigardizade right now before they get to Chalice on 1. And so this turn we will play Saga and Confidant. This next turn anyway. Note there was a real consideration to playing Saga on turn 1. But the opponent's deck likely has so much removal that I don't think we will untap with the 3 mana necessary. Okay, Prismatic ending the Sigardizade makes sense to me. No attacks. I don't need to send that message yet. We send that message when we're stone dead. To Fairy, there. What are we bouncing? The Bob, sure. Good news is we get to make a construct anyway. It's probably the plan. Yeah, that's fine. I feel like we want to extract every bit of value out of this Saga that we can. So I think we're just going to do this, cast the hammer, and then we get to make a construct end of their turn. If they tick up to Fairy, okay, they're not leaving up Wrath. So, okay, well... That made things much simpler, as we get to kill this Teferi, potentially. If they have another ending, that's rough, but yeah, it is what it is. Alright, well, I think we can, if we animate, we can then also play Saga and Courtyard. Another prismatic ending. Sure, sure. What a jerk. This matchup feels so bad. Bob. I don't think they have Murktide, and they don't have a second blue anyway, so... Right, well, we've gotten through 2 endings, a Teferi bounce. Stop it. Also, oh my god. Is there a third one? Is that what's happening right now? It looks like it. There's a third prismatic ending. What a beating. Oh my god. What? Alright, I mean, it's certainly not a great matchup to begin with, and then if this is their draw, then I don't... Ugh, what a beating. Okay, so I think we play this clearing. I think we're grabbing Lurrus. I don't think we care that Teferi gets to 3. I do think I'll pop the spell bomb this turn. Oh, did they miss? Thank Jeebus. Okay. So what is the plan here? We can Stoneforge. We can Stoneforge, cast it, and kill the Teferi. I don't hate that. I don't think they have Force of Negation. Plating for sure. Get out of here, Teferi. Do we play the Memnite? I don't think so, because the Memnite acts as a mana if they Wrath. Okay. Iteration. If you could brick, that would be delightful, opponent. That's not really a brick. Probably choosing land, I would presume. Okay, so they gain 4. And then they're going to add 4 colors of mana. So they can play a 5-drop if they want. They can play a 6-drop. I don't think they have 6 drops, but they could do it. Oh, perfect. This seems just abysmal. What do we have on the sideboard? Basically just Thoughtseize, right? Maybe Hushbringer. And Needle, potentially, for Teferi. I don't hate that. Anyway. Cast another Expressive Iteration. Cool. Yeah, not blocking. I guess they know they're not blocking either, so... Might be able to cheese them out with some very specific draws, but... I guess we start with Lurrus, pop Spell Bomb, right? Or we can just... I don't hate that. Do we attack first? Pretty sure we do. Get the extra point in. Seems correct. Get in for 7 here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not blocking with the Lurrus, right? I mean, if they have a Wrath, we're losing. I'm fine with this. We definitely should have moved the plating to a Memnite or a Thopter. We have Fury. That's pretty good. That's basically a Wrath. It's not quite, but... So they kind of need to kill both flyers at least, right? And they need to kill the Lurrus, so... I don't know. This could be much worse. Yeah, so we'll bring in the Hushbringers for sure. Okay, kill Lurrus and the Thopter. That's totally reasonable. Of course they gain 4 life. Why wouldn't you gain 4 life? That'd be silly. Okay. So yeah, let's start off by cracking this. Perfect. Awesome. It's what you love to see. Yeah. Alright, equip to a Thopter. And won't make that mistake again. The only consideration for not cracking both canopies was being able to potentially like hard equip the hammer. I think we just take 6 here. I don't think we're winning. The triple prismatic ending plus Teferi opening really hurt us for sure, unsurprisingly. But I'm pretty happy with how I've played overall. We didn't get punished for not equipping. Sure, a 3rd expressive iteration, right? Yep. What are they exiling? Abundant Harvest, it's pretty good. Please don't hit a fetch land. That's all I'm asking. Oh, they asked for a non-land. Okay. Trying to think. I guess a Paladin is a good draw. That's about it. Okay. Okay, yeah, so it's an elemental pile with Yorion. Okay. This is my nightmare. This is my nightmare. Thoughtseize, Needle. Maybe not Needle. Definitely the Hushbringers, though. Kind of the more I saw that deck, the more I liked them. And not that. So these 6 for sure. I don't think the spell bomb's actually that important. We can definitely trim like at least 4 or 5 of these zeros. Because it's a Teferi deck, I think we do just cut the Ornithopter instead. Because at least like Memnite gets to plink in and kill the Teferi. We're definitely cutting those. And we need to cut one other card. Crazy that I kind of want to cut a land. I don't think it's crazy. Can also trim a drum. What did Past Me say about this? Pretty much all Past Me had to say because we weren't running the Hushbringers. I don't like bringing out a drum when we are bringing in Thoughtseize is the issue there. I'll trim Memnite. Sure. Why not? No Needle. Alright, Yorion pile. Let's get game 2 and 3. Eat that wheat. Get that bread. Game that grain. Whatever you want to call it. Well, this is not going to do it. This is not a bad hand at all. I think we're bottoming the plains. And turn 1 Thoughtseize Memnite. It's probably correct. Let's start here. Well, at least these 2 cards don't do anything. I guess we take an ending. How do they do it? I'm okay trying to bait this ending. Okay. I think we just do the thing. Just hit him for 10. Or 11. I think this is the line. And hope we hit a land. Because now they have to Prismatic Ending. The hammer, probably. Honestly, Bob's not bad here either. I'll take it. If it wasn't a land, I'm okay with it being Bob. Spreading Seas, I'm sure. Yep. Okay. Well, I might call it here, but we'll Thoughtseize. Yeah, this matchup seems like worst possible. Ice Fang Coatl, I don't care. Yeah, those all cost green mana. So we will take the card that they can potentially cast next turn. Rip the land off the top. Yeah, we need a land right now. Okay. We're not dead. Okay, it doesn't have Death Touch yet. I don't regret the decisions. I regret playing this matchup. Is there a Teferi too? No, okay, just Yorion into hand. Yeah. Deck. Why are you doing this to me? I've tried so hard. Are you mad that I threw the land back? I think we did throw a land back, right? I'll have to go back and watch that. Because maybe that was the misplay. But then it's a question of, like, maybe we're supposed to throw Pure Steel. Yeah. Okay, so note to self, like, so they get to draw 2 more cards here. I think this game's over. I'll give myself 1 more draw step. No harm in it. Okay. Maybe they have nothing. If they have nothing, maybe they've bricked off infinite times. Okay. Give me a Prismatic Ending. That's not great. Attacking with those. Okay. Okay. Well, if they punt 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Maybe we've got a shot. How many snow-covered permanents? I'm just going to hide that. All right. What do we got? What do we got? That'll do it. All right. Every turn, they done got me. All right. I will see y'all in round 5. Let's see if we can turn this around. All right. We are back for round 5. I feel like I've played against Jetpool in Legacy. I feel like this hand is a mulligan. This hand, totally good. I think we can bottom the second aid. All right. We're on the draw. Yeah, here's hoping we get savaged a little. Oh my god, no. All right, well, time to jam this Sentinel. All right, buckle in, boys and girls. It's time for a Stomping Ground. It's the Indomitable Creativity deck, maybe. At least we get to draw a card off the Ren, and then next turn we can play Stoneforge. Probably off of Saga would be my pick. Okay, let's go get a hammer here. I think we play the Memnite. Yeah. We were probably supposed to wait on playing the Memnite because we can play the... I don't think it's unreasonable just make a couple constructs either. Well, the Stoneforge can get in at the Ren now, assuming they can't kill it. I think they can, probably, but... that's fine. Not Cascade. Prismari Command, maybe? It's a fairy. It's a pretty good one. They're going to bounce the land. Stoneforge. Okay, sure. Okay. I'll play out the Memnite, sure. 2 threats are better than 1. We get to make a construct. I will likely be boarding out Memnite in this matchup. They have a Wrath, and no, they don't have double white. So highly unlikely they have a Wrath here. I don't think we actually want the construct here. I think we just want to float mana. Let's see. I honestly don't hate Shadow Spear either. Yeah, I like Shadow Spear. Yeah, so let's equip this to the Memnite, probably. You can also equip it to the Construct, and then they die, even if they have the... they could have double white, right? So... not being able to flash in hammer is really annoying, not gonna lie. Alright, whatever. Let's do the thing. This was a comedy of missequences. Yep, it's really bad, because now they can get a dwarf or whatever. I definitely need to kill the Teferi is the... oh my god, sure. Okay, so I don't think it actually mattered. Are we dead? We might be dead. If we draw a Paladin, we're super not dead. Another one. Okay, tick up Teferi, sure. It's not a bad one. Yeah. All right. You. I don't think this is... like, I think we're dead, but we at least trade with an Emrakul here. Okay, but we're not beating that. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That was fun. All right. Good news is we had like a weird start against them. But yeah, Thoughtseize for sure. I don't think Hushbringer does much. I don't think Drannith Magistrate does much either. The Needles maybe. I don't think we want to grind against them. Curious what I've done in the past. Like, we definitely want the Thought Seizes. That part's super easy. I don't think the Spell Bomb does anything. Gotta love Moto. 20-year-old program that's slowing down my like 3-year-old computer. Yeah, so we can trim an Ornithopter for sure. Then we can bring in 1 or 2 endings, probably. One's fine, probably. Okay, I would like to play, yep, Lurrus. I mean, we have turn 1 Thoughtseize, and then we have Saga. I think this is just like a fine fairish hand. Fairish. Thought Squeeze. Okay, Wear Tear is like 1000% the card I'm taking. The rest of their hand doesn't do anything, so let's play this. All right. Here at Mesa. I think we're just playing Saga Stoneforge here. Okay, get our free point in. And we might get a cranial plating here, honestly. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. Yeah, the Wear Tear would have been busted, unsurprisingly. The old double terminate's like pretty good. Scalding Tarn. Okay, so we drew a hammer. So let's just play that and get in for 2. And I think we were supposed to play the Ink Moth there for sure. Stomp the ground, sure. Hard evidence, you got it. Oh, okay. Well, that kind of changes things, doesn't it? I think I'm just going to float here. Yeah, and I think we just... If we get the Shadow Spirit, is that in the game? Get a hammer, put it on Memnite, grab another hammer, put it on the Stoneforge, attack. So let's come in. We'll have 1 floating, play the Pure Steel, play the Ink Moth. We'll have 1 floating still. Then we can play hammer and animate. So that'll be 1, 2, 3 for the hammer, 4, 5. Yeah, so that is probably the play. Get a hammer. Okay. Equip to the Stoneforge. And that's a yes. Yeah, so we can animate. Yeah, so you block one of the big ones. We animate and the game ends. Xaxes. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's what we want to do against creativity. Just kill them on turn 4 or whatever. I don't know about this prismatic ending. It's probably fine. I guess killing Run in 6 is pretty good. Maybe the cranial plating is not very good. We're on the draw, so we could see trimming a Sentinel. We don't want to be that reactive. I'm okay losing to what's it called? The Angel. It's painful, but it is what it is. We just need to kill them. Hopefully we get to kind of run back what we did last game. If we had any other mana source, I would keep this hand, but we're gonna mulligan it. Yeah, this hand's fine. I don't want to, but I think we put back the other Saga. No, we probably put back the other the hammer, right? Yeah. Yeah, so we get to turn 1 Thoughtseize Memnite. As sweet as that would be. Okay, Wear Tear and Fire Ice. Alright, take the Wear Tear. This hand. And This is awkward because if they ice my silent clearing and we don't hit a white source, then we won't actually get to play any spell. Okay, and that's what it looks like they're doing. Oh, okay, it's not. Definitely need to play it pre-combat. Yeah, because if we play the Esper Sentinel, they just get to kill Sentinel and Memnite. Yeah, let's get a... Could get a plating here too. I like the Shadow Spear though. Crack the Foothills. What else you got for me? Ending on the Memnite. Okay. Steam Vents. Sure. And they shocked in the Steam Vents. Okay. Sure. So they're probably going to ice a land so that we can't make a construct this turn, which makes a lot of sense to me. Probably hit this. Sure. So we might actually flash in the Spear and play Esper Sentinel. I don't think that's correct, though. Oh, that's way better. Let's just play this Concealed Courtyard. Start with the easy part. Pow. Okay, so they can Dwarven Mine here, right? 3 or more, yeah. So if they had the right hits, they can absolutely go off and we probably die, but we don't know that they have those hits. They have the hits. It's not really the one we want. Okay. Emrakul. I don't think we're beating an Emrakul, but we might. We're not dead. We are if we... I think we're just floating. And I think we need to get a hammer here. I don't think we have a shot otherwise. Yeah, sack a draw card. That's rough. Yeah, we needed an equipper at some point. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 permanents. Okay. I don't know how we're winning. Actually. Tap that one, sure. So we're going to sack Stoneforge, Sentinel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have no idea how we're winning, but maybe. I don't think so. This has been a rough league overall, a rough event. Because they didn't have that in their opener, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and then we just block. Good game. Well, sometimes it happens, right? Okay. So I will see y'all in round 6. Only have 2 more rounds, so might as well play it out. All right. We are about to start round, 6? Got 6, and I think just 7. I don't think there are 8 rounds today based on number of people. Let's see if we can finish with a positive record. Wheels have kind of fallen off a little bit, but let's play tight. Hopefully we don't Thoughtseize our opponents and realize the game's definitely over. All right, we won the die roll, step 1. Got Lurrus. So we have Stoneforge, Drum. This hand sucks. This hand is fine. Opponent wished me, or said have fun. Told him you too. This hand is fine. I think we lead with Sentinel into Drum Bob. Or we could cut the Drum. Probably fine. Yeah, because we don't want to cut Aid or Hammer. Because we can play Bob on 2 anyway. But if they don't do anything and they don't leave up any clear interaction, I'm fine just jamming this Aid Hammer for an 11/11 Sentinel. And then you follow up with the Bob. Concealed Courtyard, but no Lurrus. This could be like no Lurrus Hammertime, which that's fine. That'd be my best guess. It could be like a white-black Stoneforge Ephemerate deck too, but that's leaning a lot into just the Concealed Courtyard. Okay, all right. There you go. Cool. At least we get to draw a card off of this this Ephemerate. And this is not an easy hand to double grief. Because they kind of need to take... Okay, so what are they going to hit? Oh, no evoke. Okay. All right. I'll attack for 1. Exiled another grief. Okay. Yeah. Let's play Bob. Okay. And let's see what happens. So they 2-for-1 themselves to take just the Sigarda's Aid. So it's just Abzan, maybe like Reanimator list. It's not unreasonable. The reason I led with Bob was because I figured they might be a Reanimator list. So if they are, if they persist the grief, then we draw a card, and then we're drawing extra cards off the Bob as well. But they might have a Prismatic Ending here as well. Grizzly Salvage. Okay. Well, this Nile Spellbomb looks great. Okay. Spellbomb. So good. Spellbomb. Okay. Yeah, so put the Priest of Fell Rites into their hand. Just always yield to this. Alright, well, we can play out most of our hand here, which is nice. Because we're short of the kill with the Ink Moth, unfortunately. Alright, let's get in for 3 points of damage here. I don't want them to know I actually have the aid. So we have 1, 3... That was really nasty off the top. So Sanctifier is actually good in this Reanimator matchup. Probably as is Hushbringer. Thoughts. There's a lot. Prismatic Ending. Alright, well, I'm going to do the thing now. Oh. Needed to let this resolve first, but that's fine. Yeah, so we can play 8 off the plains, Animate off the clearing, and then Colossus Hammer, and they die. Because we can put it on the Ink Moth after blocks. Okay. Yeah, so now they're dead to a hammer. Excellent swamp art, by the way. I do the 7th edition ones, though, because I'm a monster. I started playing during 7th edition, so that's why I like the whiteboard playing. So they fetch for a swamp. So this is just like Abzan Reanimator. Okay. Yep, I would like to draw another card, please. Okay. So we can play Plains, Sigarda's Aid. That. And then we also just have like 2 hammers. Or we can play a Plains, Sigarda's Aid. Yeah, kind of either way. I don't hate playing the Esper Sentinel here. Yeah, I'm absolutely doing this. Put it on this guy. And that's lethal. And if they do kill it, then we draw 2 cards, 1 off each Esper Sentinel. Like, it's fine. Cool. Alright, so Reanimator / Grief Ephemerate. I'm guessing there's Ephemerate in here, so probably Thoughtseize, not Prismatic Ending. Hushbringer maybe. Sanctifier, because it looks like pretty much all their targets are black. Needle. Yeah, turning off the Priest of Fell Rites is actually super good. I feel like Shadow Spear is not really where we need to be. I also feel like Memnite maybe. That might be it. Oh, opponent said GG. But it is game 2 now. Have I put any thought into Abzan Reanimator? Not really. Thoughtseize is probably really good, right? I'm definitely fine cutting. Thopter's probably a little bit worse than Memnite, right? This turns off Priest of Fell Rites. Hushbringer is pretty good because it shuts off Grief and the Archon ETB. I think we try this game 2, and then game 3 we can bring in these Thoughtseizes. We have a hammer and a way to equip hammer. This is a keep. If they shred my hand, then they shred my hand. Yep. All right. Keep. Okay. Catacomb. Interesting. Okay. So it looks like an Ephemerate. And they exiled Archon? Okay. So these 2 are probably gone, which kind of sucks, but Lurrus lets us rebuy them, which is excellent. Yeah. Here's the Ephemerate. Sure. That's fine. Hopefully we draw like a 1-drop this turn. Because if they take a drum, I don't care. Oh well, we're going to do it. Alright. Do you want to take another card? Probably not. I mean, you probably do. So this turn I grab Lurrus probably. Yep. So I gain 3 life here from them doing that. Cranial plating's gone. Okay. So they have the Grief Ephemerate plus combo follow-up. That's pretty good. If they do. Alright. Grief, Ephemerate. So I guess they either put a land or a Grief into their hand. Put Grief into their hand. Yep. It's not a bad one. I kind of like it a lot. So now their Solitudes, if they have them, don't do anything. Their Griefs don't do anything. Yeah, so this coming turn cycle, we probably use the Memnite to grab Lurrus, attack for with Hushbringer to gain 1 life, to offset the Silent Clearing. Probably. In the following turn, we can play Lurrus, and if we hit a land in the next 2 turns, we can play Stoneforge or Pure Steel. Pure Steel probably the pick. Cranial Plating might be the pick as well, just around the Hushbringer and get in there. Keep in mind they do have the Prismatic ending for the Hushbringer, but it's fine. We don't know that they actually have it right now. We just know that it's in their deck. And I can't imagine they cut it against the Hammer deck. Okay. Unmarked Grave it is. Okay, so they have the Reanimate spell. We did not board in Thoughtseize, right? Okay. So at least they don't get an ETB on this this Archon. It's pretty sweet. Maybe we cut the Hushbringer's post board for actual Thoughtseize. I can't imagine they don't have a Reanimate here, but wouldn't mind a land here. Okay, sure. Just hard casting the Grief. That's not bad. Fortunately, the Lurrus can't cast anything, but I think that's fine. And then I think we're tapping the Lurrus for the aid. Yeah, that seems fine. Sorry about that. And I mean, we're not blocking, right? So gain 1 life. So this turn we can, so we need to find a hammer. We either need to find a hammer or we're putting this cranial plating into play and on the Hushbringer so we can attack with it and gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 life. It's 2-turn clock. Yep, so we'll take 6, go to, what are we doing if we take 6? We go to 8, and then we crack back with the Hushbringer and gain 5. Go to 13. Okay. So just 1 Grief. They don't want to... Yeah, like if they attack with the other Grief, we just attack with Lurrus, right? So they don't have a reanimation spell, I don't think. Which is sweet. I'll take it. Yeah, take 3. 3 damage is fine. Another unmarked Grave. Okay. If we just draw a hammer, too, the game probably ends. Would be my estimation. It's possible the Hushbringer is not good enough if they are just playing Grief and the Archon. So I think probably we want to Knight of Autumn? Sure. Doesn't do anything. Okay. So we're going to play this. Play this. Guess we could have done that in combat, but whatever, it's fine. Pow. 6 ya. This is awkward because even if they reanimate the Archon, it doesn't do enough because it has to block this Hushbringer, which we then rebuy with Lurrus. And I could have moved the cranial plating somewhere else, but I don't think there's a reason to. Opponent's probably figuring out if there's any line they have that lets them live. And my guess is no. Okay, attack. Nope, can't block because they have Menace. So I guess the joke is even if they get an Archon, right? Because we can just move this at instant speed to whatever's unblocked. Priest of Felrites, sure. So that should do it, right? We attack with all three and leave up the move if we need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Opponent's a good sport. In retrospect, like, Hushbringer was fine here, but Thoughtseize might have been better. Cool. All right, well, we're back to what, 3-3 now? So let's see if we can finish the last round and finish 4-3. But yeah, I'll see y'all when that round pops up. All right, we are back for round 7. Let's see if we can finish it strong. Rex Jack. Let's see if I can get some more information. Is it the... Okay. Nothing super recent. Like a month ago, they had a good Hammertime finish. Let's see. And we're on the draw. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm going to assume it's the Hammertime mirror. And this is a... We can turn 1... We may go Saga first, because we really want to get a hammer ASAP. Like Saga Springleaf. Obviously, if we draw 0, this hand gets much, much better. But yeah, Saga Springleaf into turn 2 Sentinel. Doesn't sound too bad. All right, last match. Let's do the thing. I am playing a league on the side, and I just dropped to 3-1, so got one more round of that. But pretty clean 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, and then I got 0-2'd by a Yorion pile where they quad unholy heated me. But, you know, those things happen. Okay, so they mulliganed. Yeah, okay. 1000% Lurrus. Awesome. Okay. Okay, well, that helps a lot. I think we just do this. Yeah. And now we can play Drum off of Saga, pay for it, and play the second Esper Sentinel. That's pretty good. Esper Sentinel's surprisingly good in the matchup, I think. It's not actually that surprising, right? Both are super mana light decks. Yeah, so we'll play out the Saga first for sure. Please pay. Oh no, they didn't pay. Okay, so we'll put the Memnite in front of the Sentinel, I think. That seems fine. Yep. No, not what I wanted, but okay. All right, the thing is, we can probably take a hit. I don't want them to draw a card. I know that. Oh, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, certainly not paying 11. And then I think we play out Sentinel Spellbomb, perhaps. It's either play out Sentinel Spellbomb or Bob. We could play out Sentinel Spellbomb and then not, and then just kind of plan to block. We're not dead, but this was a very good hand in the mirror. Obviously. So, this turn... Probably just making a concert. I think we have to take a hit here. If they have another hammer. Okay, it's like, if they have another hammer, I am content. That's not great. So they get a Shadow Spear here. They got another hammer. Okay, sure. That was a mistake. So we can bomb them. Draw a card. See what happens from there. So they get to attack with all three and we're dead. We do draw a couple cards. Yeah, not playing the Inkmoth was super rough. Yeah, because if we had played... Oh, yeah, I mean, we're dead. Yeah, block. Hammer, we die. Let's see if they equip it to the correct creature. Yeah, okay. What a beating. All right, let's see if we can wreck Rexjack. Needle for sure. Endings for sure. Monarchy for sure. And like at least 2 or 3 Thoughtseizes. Spellbomb as well. Bob. And I'm not trimming any of the core. I don't want to trim a drum because we're bringing in, we're actually about the same on black spells. Maybe it's plating. I don't hate that. Plating's obviously fine, but I don't think that's what is going to make the difference here. I think Monriki is much more likely to matter. We will be on the play. I feel like if we're on the play that game, we probably win. I mean, what a surprise, right? Like in the combo matchup, being on the play is relevant. Yeah. Turn 1, Springleaf Drum, Hammer? I think it's Springleaf Drum, honestly. This turn we can dump our whole hand, which is kind of silly. Yeah, we can just turn... We would need to hit a white source. Nah, I think this turn we're probably just playing Windswept and making a construct. Cigar to Sand, that's a good one. We'll just get a plains here. We could... I don't hate this either, honestly. Okay, and I might as well equip to the Memnite, right? And I think we will make a construct this time. So we get to go make another hammer. Yeah, we'll make a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll be a 6/6 construct. Yeah, we boarded out the plating, not the drum. Good call. Good call, me. Boo. Okay. That's fine. Super lame of you, but fine. Yeah, so we probably just bash in for 13. Okay. They have it all? They had it all like both games? Oh my god. All right, I don't feel bad. Jesus. All right. Yeah. So summarily defeated. All right. There we go. 3-4. What a. Yeah, we're definitely out of prizes. I'll see how I finish the event overall, but that was a rough showing. I still think the deck's good, but yeah, I mean, 2 of those matchups didn't feel particularly reasonable, and then I don't think there was any configuration that was going to beat what my opponent had in game 2 in that last one. Anyway, I may or may not post this, but y'all take care.